Hello there, it's Joseph Spada here, and I am the instructor for the Adult Family Home Administrator Training Certification class via North Seattle College. I wanted to give you a brief introduction and show you how to log into your class and access the course. It's going to be very simple. Now, I want to also mention that your interface will look slightly different than mine. But here is what I would like you to do. First of all, you need to navigate to canvas.northseattle.edu, and that will take you to a login page, which should look very similar to this. Then you will need to enter your login information. So your student ID is a 9-digit number that you will have received from the college when you registered for the class. So there's going to be an email that you received. If you don't see that, check your inbox and possibly your spam box or your junk mail folder to make sure that you find that email from North Seattle College that contains your SID, student ID. That's a 9-digit number that you'll put here. And then you're going to write your password. Now, the default password is your last name, and it's the first 8 letters of your last name. So if your name is shorter than 8 characters, you're going to write the first few characters of your name, and then if you don't have 8 characters, you're going to start spelling your name back from the beginning all the way until you get 8 characters. If your name is longer than 8 characters, then you are going to put only the first 8 letters of your character. After you've signed in, you'll be able to change your password and make it whatever you want. But the default password is set up the same way I just explained. So I'm going to log in with my information. As soon as you log in, you are going to see a dashboard that shows your classes. You may only see one classes, which will be this one right here, called a bunch of letters and numbers, and then 7034. That's the important name for you to remember. Okay, 7034. That's the Adult Family Home Administrator course. So you're going to click on that, and that will take you to the home page for the course. So what I want to do now is just give you a very brief overview and show you how to join the class on Saturday at 9 a.m. when the class starts. In this case, this particular session is Saturday, but your particular class may start on a different day. It's all going to be just the same, okay? Same instructions. Then I'm going to be giving you a very brief tour and show you what you need to do to prepare for the very first class, okay? So the first thing you'll see here at the top of the page is recent announcements. And then you have some basic information about Canvas. So there is information here. Now, the very left-hand column on your Canvas page is the actual Canvas navigation. Okay, so you have the dashboard, which we just saw, where you see whatever course you may have registered for. Then we have specific courses. In this case, you would be logged into 7034, which is what is now showing. But you also have a calendar, an inbox where you can email me as your teacher or anything else you may need. So that's, and then some account settings here, which is where you would go to go ahead and change your password, for example. So you go under settings, profile, etc., and you'll be able to change your password to something different if you wish. Otherwise, we are back here at the main page. Now you have another set of navigations. You can see under the course, you have this menu on the left side here. This is the course navigation, and this is the navigation you will use to navigate this actual course within Canvas. So the very first thing that I want you to do, or that I want to show you rather, is how to join the conference on the first day. When you come here under conference, you're going to click this menu that says conferences here. Now again, this is going to look a little bit different in your version because you are logging in as a student versus what I'm showing you is my version as the instructor. So yours might be a little different, but it's the same principle. Right here under new conferences, you will see a conference that has the time and date, which will show the date the class starts. And I think that the best way for me to show you this is actually on the home page, because I took a couple screenshots. All right, so you're going to see something that looks like this right here. You're going to see under new conferences, it's going to show you 7034, which is the class we're talking about here. And your class might be a different number. It doesn't matter. You will see there. Also, it will show you the date and the time of the class. Okay, and it will show you that this conference is actually in progress. What you don't want to do is start a brand new conference. What you want to do is join the conference that is in progress, and I am making those as easy and as intuitive to identify by labeling them something such as session 1 with the date. So your session here will show Saturday, April 18th, and you will be able to see a button right here, blue button that says join the conference. That's what you want to do. As soon as you join this conference, you will automatically be logged in to the conference application. So that's how you will join the conference. Now, in preparation for this first session, in preparation for this conference, what I would like you to do is to go under modules. And under modules, you will see that the first one says start here, Introduction to the Adult Family Home Training. This is what I would like you to do before Saturday. So, or before the first day of class. If your class is during the week, then you will do the same thing. Essentially, it's before you start. So the first thing you have here is a class calendar. I encourage you to download this. So all you have to do is click on it, and you will see this PDF, essentially, showing up right here. And now in this case, it does say Saturday and Sunday. But if your class is Tuesday and Thursday or any other day, it will say so. It's the same, 2 sessions a week. It's online on Canvas, 9 to 5 for 2 weeks, and then 9 to 4:30 for 2 weeks. Here's my direct college email if you have any questions or challenges. But what I want you to do is print this out, because that way you can look at it when we're taking the class online, and it's going to give you some information about what we're covering and when we are talking about what. And so this will help you to follow along. It also shows you the assignments and when we are going to be issuing the assignments and when we are taking quizzes. That is the second page, Class Assignments Summary. And this is a summary of all 10 assignments that are due for this class. So the first one is Assessment of Readiness. Second one is 12-month cash flow, etc. and so on. So if you print that, it's going to make your life a little bit easier in terms of tracking what you have submitted. So you can go ahead and click this button at the top here to download this file, and then just, I'd suggest, print it on actual paper so that you can refer to it very easily. Okay, so once we've done that, let's go back to modules. The second thing is the student manual. Now this is a big manual. In other words, it's not big in size. The size is only 3.8 megabytes, but it's 250 pages, 260. You should download this version to your computer so that you can open it up and follow along in class if your screen is big enough, or perhaps if you have the luxury of having a second screen or a second computer. You could easily have the manual opened on one computer, and then you can attend the conference on another computer. So if you have a laptop and a desktop, for example, then you can follow along in the book as well as be part of the conference. The digital version is great in a way because it does have live links. Here's an example. So when you cursor your mouse over this, you can follow directly, click the link, and that will open up another tab on your browser and take you to the link. So that's pretty convenient, and you don't have that convenience when the book is printed out. So this is really nice. Number 3, we'll go back to modules. Preparation checklist. This is what I want you to do before the first class. And it's pretty self-explanatory here. All you have to do is follow these 3 links here and download the Adult Family Home application, the 1,000-hour caregiver attestation, and the background check. When you click on this, it will actually open up another link and another window and show you the website where you can find the information. In this case, it is the DSHS website. You can verify that on the top it says dshs.wa.gov. And then right here you can see that the adult family home license application and instructions are right here. And I want you to download both the application and the instructions so that we can do Q&A during the first class. I suggest you actually print those out. If your computer screen is big enough and you can have those in front of you while we're having a conversation, that's fine. But printing them out is nice because that way you can take some notes and highlight whatever is relevant to you, and it might make the process a little easier. And lastly, the 1,000-hour caregiver is the same thing, and the background check is the same thing. Just go ahead and download them, take a look at them, and come to class with your questions. So these are the instructions for the very first class. As an optional assignment, you could go ahead and set yourself up with a 3-ring binder and at least 12 tabs. Now, why 12? Because we have 10 assignments that are due. So if you go ahead and create 12 tabs, you will have one for your adult family home application and the 1,000 hours and the background checks, and then you can have 10 other tabs where you can put your 10 assignments. That is definitely not required. It's totally optional. And really the point of mentioning this is that if you can be organized with your paperwork, it would obviously make your life a little bit easier, but you may be already organized on your own in a different way, and that's okay too. If you're a person who needs more organization, then go ahead and get yourself a 3-ring binder, put these dividers in there so when you submit the work, you can print it out, put it in your book, and that will give you a paper copy. So that's essentially it. So that should take you just a few minutes to download and print this information. And then again, on the first day of your class, you will simply log into Canvas before 9 a.m. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra time so that you can account for any glitches, any challenges with internet connection, any challenges with passwords, etc. And once you're logged into Canvas, simply navigate to Conferences. You will see here the conference with the date, and you will simply join, click the conference, and I am looking forward to seeing you at that time. Take care. I hope this was helpful. If you're having any trouble, please contact the college support line, and if you call the college number, that number will be forwarded to someone who can help you in the continuing education department. You can also email me if you need my help. And again, my email, my college email is right there. It's under the home page, and it should be very obvious right here. Okay, that's it. I hope this was helpful. I am looking forward to seeing you on the first session of your class. Take care.